Hi, I'm Dheria. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm showing you how to make the most amazing and super cheesy stuffed garlic bread. I will bake 2 garlic breads today, one in an oven and the other one in a kadai. So let's get started. Start by taking warm water and add yeast and sugar. Give this a good mix. Make sure that the water is not very hot. Lukewarm water is fine. I am using active dry yeast in this recipe, which is why I'm adding it to the water first to activate it. If you are using instant yeast, you can directly add the yeast and the sugar in the flour instead of adding them in the water. Keep this at a warm place for 10 to 15 minutes until it foams up. Meanwhile, in a bowl, take flour and add salt. Mix this well. After 10 minutes, the yeast mixture has foamed up. Add it to the flour. If you are using instant yeast, add it to the flour at this stage after mixing in the salt. Add some oil as well. Give everything a good mix. Start adding a little water at a time to make a dough. After forming a rough dough, transfer this to the workstation. Start tearing the dough away from your body and then bring it back. This is done to form the gluten structure. Make sure to keep rotating the dough as you go. The process of kneading a bread dough by hand takes about 15 minutes. The dough will start getting smooth as you go. The most important step of making any bread is correct kneading. But how do we know how much to knead and when to stop? And that's why we do the window pane test. After kneading for 10 minutes, let's perform the window pane test. Take a small portion of the dough and start stretching it gently using your fingers. If the dough gets very thin and translucent without tearing apart, it means that the dough is done. As you can see that the dough is tearing apart as we gently stretch it, it means that the dough is not ready and we have to knead it more. Knead the dough for another 5 to 7 minutes. After kneading for 5 to 7 more minutes, let's perform the window pane test again. The dough has gotten very smooth now. Take a small portion and start stretching it gently. It has turned translucent without tearing apart. The dough is now ready. The window pane test shows us that the dough is not tearing apart even if we stretch it to the point that it turns translucent. It means that when the dough will rise and get double in size, it will not tear apart. Take a bowl and brush it well with oil. Keep the dough inside and brush the top as well. Cover the dough with the damp muslin cloth and keep at a warm place to let it rise. The dough will get double in size in about 1 to 1.5 hours depending on the temperature of the surroundings. In summers, the dough will rise at room temperature without any problem, but in winters what I like to do is preheat my oven at 30 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes, turn it off and then keep the dough inside to let it rise. The oven creates a warm environment for the dough to let it rise. Meanwhile, let's prepare the cheese filling. Take mozzarella cheese, add boiled corns, and mayonnaise. You can customize this filling according to your taste. If you don't like mayonnaise, you can totally skip it. You can also add anything you like such as chopped capsicum, olives, jalapenos, etc. Give everything a good mix. Once combined, set it aside. Lastly, for the garlic butter, take a mortar pestle and add 10 to 12 cloves of garlic. Crush the garlic well. You can also make a paste in the mixer grinder or just finely chop the garlic. Take salted butter and add the garlic and some fresh coriander. Mix well to combine. After 1 hour or so, the dough has gotten double in size. Punch out air from the dough and divide it into 2 equal parts. One part of the dough is of 250 grams. Dust some flour and start rolling it out. Honestly, I was having some troubles rolling it into a perfect circle, so I transferred it into a 9-inch pizza plate and then shaped it. Make sure to brush the plate well to avoid sticking. I'm using a 9-inch pizza plate, but you can use any cake mold you have or even an oven tray. Make sure to not use a steel plate as it might turn black while baking. Spread a generous layer of the garlic butter, but make sure to leave some space from the sides. Put in half of the prepared cheese filling. Here I am sprinkling some oregano and chili flakes. Apply water on the sides, which will help us to seal the bread properly. Fold and press the edges firmly so that the filling doesn't ooze out. Lastly, mark the top with the knife. Make sure to not cut it because we don't want the filling to ooze out. Brush the top with milk, which gives the bread a beautiful golden brown color while baking. I have shaped the other bread in the same manner. I will bake one bread in a kadai and the other one in an oven. For baking in an oven, preheat your oven at 180 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes. After preheating, keep the bread inside and let it bake for 15 to 17 minutes or until it turns golden brown. Take a kadai and cover the base with salt. Salt helps us with even baking. This is regular salt which has turned brown because I have been using this for many years for baking. When you're done with the baking, don't throw the salt away, let it cool down and store it for your next bake. Keep a small plate on top and cover the kadai with the larger plate. Put the kadai on high flame for 7 to 8 minutes for preheating. After preheating, turn the flame to medium and keep the bread inside to let it bake. Continue to bake at medium flame for 22 to 25 minutes or until the bread turns golden brown. Make sure that the kadai is covered properly with the plate and no steam is escaping while baking. After 22 to 25 minutes, the bread is baked perfectly. Turn off the flame and take out the bread carefully. While the bread is still hot, brush with the leftover garlic butter, a sprinkle of oregano and chili flakes. The bread is super soft and cheesy with the perfect amount of garlic butter, and I'm sure you're gonna love it. You can store this bread in the fridge for 3 to 4 days and heat it up before consuming. The entire recipe is in the description box below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. I'll see you with a new recipe. Happy baking and bye.